those United States bases and warships will soon be almost useless. We've seen it like Iran could manage to bombard United States base in Qatar, Al-Ubaid. In the middle of the war, Putin started selling its oil to India with their currency, rupee. Russia weapons is superior to the United States weapon. That's something nobody's talking about. Things are going on, and the most important one, the vital one, is the US empire collapsing. Yeah, that's the way we can put it. We don't know, it will come back maybe and then be victorious, but what we see now is very important. And I'm not claiming to be an expert. I was a former soldier who traveled from China to Europe, to United States, to Canada. I lived in all these places, and then I want to share my point of view. So I'm here to talk about, specifically today, is when we see what is going on in the United States, it's just astonishing. The United States, from being like open to everybody and just welcoming everybody, is shutting down. We started seeing what's going on with the immigrants, and not only arrested but deported, and the border is closed. It's okay, that's nice, it's good to be legal, but it didn't stop there. Cutting funds to its universities and then shutting down the universities. The United States is having a lot of problem. It doesn't even know what to do. It's just like suffocating itself, drowning without even knowing. It's just like somebody who's in the water, who can no longer swim, and just doing anything they can. They start like tariff war, and this war against China, and turning back to Iran and Russia and all this stuff. So anyone in their places would feel the same thing. But if you outside, you think that, what are they doing? So here, I'm trying to start by what is happening. I will go back maybe tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, talk about China and its role in this. But here, I want to start by saying the reason we see this is like the United States, if you see well, is recently from the war that started by Russia to Ukraine. Other people might call it, Ukraine started the war. It depends, you can call it special operation or Russia-Ukraine war. It is the first time we see the United States not only losing, because the United States lost a lot of wars. We know that Vietnam, Afghanistan, and all these wars. But they didn't lose because they are not powerful. They have some goals, they achieved them, and then left. Yeah, they left on purpose, but they're having the best weaponry, they have the best maybe army, but they left because they had some goals, whether it is resources or something like that. But it is the first time we see the United States in Russia losing, because Russia weapons is superior to the United States weapon. That's something nobody's talking about. Warfare rules, nature changed dramatically. That's what we saw between Hamas and Israel recently. Israel engaged, and then for 2 years now running after Hamas without solving it. The United States went back to fight the Houthi, Ansar Allah. But again, we've seen Ansar Allah can defeat the United States, defeat in terms of like, yeah, we're not abandoning, and we can fight, and still the United States cannot do anything. In the past, the United States can go and bombard and then stop. So the nature of the warfare is changing. Recently, we saw it when the war, 12 days war, the Israel-Iran war broke out. In the past, it wasn't like that. Now, the system that we acquire, it's like some groups and small countries can acquire like good missiles, drones, and all this technology that can defeat like big countries. So this is thank you for these two people that who stick around. So Russia with its missile and drones really stopped the United States like weaponry. That's what really happened over there. And we can go so far to say, in the near future, those United States bases and warships will soon be almost useless. We've seen it, like Iran could manage to bombard United States base in Qatar, Al Ubaid. So that type of thing previously didn't happen. It's like the United States is surrounding everyone, and then they can start fighting from their bases near to you. But now those bases become even a problem to the United States, because people are acquiring hypersonic missiles and they can fire at any time and destroy warships and bases. So Putin won this war. Still the war hasn't ended yet, but we can safely say that the one who's going to win the war is Putin. And I can say Putin worked on this one for a very long time. We can say for years or maybe a month. And Russia is a nuclear power, so if they engage in a war, they know that they cannot be defeated that long. The second thing that happened during the war, and people didn't pay attention to, is the biggest one, is that in the middle of the war, Putin started selling its oil to India with their currency, rupee. Yeah, that thing's never happened before, and we know very well that in the past decades, since 1973-74, after the petrodollar, to explain it just since the deal signed between the United States and Saudi Arabia, from that time, all our countries are obliged to go through that procedure. Is the United States protects Saudi Arabia, sell their weapon and help them, and in return, the Saudi Arabian leaders impose to anyone, then tells anyone that you guys can only buy our oil with the dollars. That what helped the United States be top in the world for many decades. And the deal is very simple. The United States can buy something, a car, a jet from somebody, and then it will give you dollars, and you take this dollar and you go to buy from the Saudis their oil, energy. You need energy. Every country needs energy. So that kept the United States being the top in the world. And Putin just violated this rule that everybody's following. The Chinese did something too. The Chinese bought oil from Saudi Arabia with maybe renminbi or Riyal Saudi, I don't know, something like this happened. And the third thing is there is an alliance, though India is a bit reticent, not really allied with those people, but now it will come closer. And with the coming of, with seeing the United States collapsing, they have no choice but to go that side. And I can predict that China and India relation will become a bit better in the near future, because they have no choice but to come closer. And something very mysterious that I can announce here is looks like a joke. The Wall Street has been for long the center of the world. Yeah, all trade and all this stuff will go through the Wall Street. Soon, I can say it safely. When I say soon about those topics, it means in a few months and years. The new Wall Street of the world will be in Hong Kong. That's for sure. That's where ASEAN and Russia and China and all these places and India will agree to make deals over there and to trade over there. So you will see very, very soon, maybe the United States, the Wall Street is laying off its employee, and they will tell you maybe because of AI or something like that. So if you see recently the droning of the United States itself trying to impose tariff even on people, on their allies, European countries, and then I'm aware that they made a deal yesterday with Japan, but it will go nowhere